No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The lone back's got it. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really
turning it on! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now on first down from the 28. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Daniels. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Gators are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Durham. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Berry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Handoff to the lone back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, the ground game. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
On the run, it's Durham. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, give them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Ball. Just ran over it. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the Gators have a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida! Fit it in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He was looking for running room, but they get him down to the 28, and now they are set up. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Blue 27 patio! Blue 27 patio!
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Lining up to convert third down. Handoff from the gun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The pass ball's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Daniels.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with the back. Just plowing ahead. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
He's now
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on 3rd and goal? Looking for the score. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Give to the running back. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got it behind the line. It's Sharp. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Brown. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the 1st overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the cut.
He wants to go deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Thomas. There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got the first down and more. At the 20, he's got space. Still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
We've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. They didn't give him much on the return, but they were in prime scoring position at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Extending the play. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Dropping back, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space, it's Durham. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Reads it, fires complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The give on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Jukes his way for more. Turns it on in midfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. The inside handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Caught behind the line, it's Durham. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to take off. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quarterback's got the first. Quick step and go. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Looking for a productive play on first down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and